Hi guys, welcome back to another Rants video. It's been a while since I've done like a book related video, which is really sad. I haven't, adult life is so hard because I want to read, but I don't have the time during work, and then I get home and I don't want to do anything except just like sit there and decompress from the day, and I just getting myself to read is really hard, was way too hard now. But anyway, yes, recently I reread all of the entire Five Kingdoms series, which was so enjoyable, and it got me back into reading. That was so nice to be reading again. I didn't finish it as quickly as I originally would have if, I didn't have work, but I got through it and I enjoyed it, and it rekindled my absolute love for that series. But this is not about Five Kingdoms. This video is about the latest Keeper of the Lost Cities book, Stellarlune. Spoiler warning, it's going to be a rant. A hardcore rant. Oh man, this series is long, and it's a lot of people, maybe not a lot of people, but I know some people in the fandom think too long, and I see where they're coming from. Sometimes the plot seems disjointed and you don't know how this thing from one book matches up with what's happening in the most recent book, but it's also because leadership in the Neverseen keeps changing. We've had at least 3 different leaders in the Neverseen, and they always drop the previous person's plans to start their own plans, and it's just, gah. So I think doesn't connect. That's probably the reason. But yeah, sometimes it's a little bit like, wait, what the heck? What does this have to do with anything else? But it's fine. It's still enjoyable. The world is still so great. I love how she integrates the fantasy and the magic and the creatures into our own world. And I love the characters, despite the fact that we've kind of lost some of the personality from the original, from when they were originally introduced, which is sad but understandable considering how much freaking crap they've been put through. Anyway, let's go to Stellarlune again. Spoiler warning, I'm ranting because I need to, because things happened in this book, and I need to say it. I just need to get it out of there because no one else in this house reads this series or rants about it. Anything that they do read or watch. So I just get to sit there and have it all fester inside until I explode and have to make a video about it. So I figured I should make a video before I explode with all the things that happened. Anyway. I think I'm good now. I don't know where to start, honestly. I feel like I should just go chronologically through the book, but everything happened, so now my brain's all just all over the place. The first thing that came to mind is Kenrick's memories. So every single memory in his crush, we go through every single one. I don't even remember how many chapters are dedicated to them, just watching his memories. But he's got there's at least 5, because he's got 7 memories, and there's maybe 1 or 2 chapters where they go through 2 of them. Anyway, specifically the memory where he decides, you know what, I'm going to go to a matchmaker friend and see if where Aurelia and I stand. And disclaimer, I when I first started the series, read orally, that's how it's pronounced, yes, Orly's name wrong, and instead of an E at the end, I saw an A, and now I cannot say it any other way except Auralia. So, just be aware that anytime I say Auralia, I am talking about counselor, I cannot even speak, Counselor Orly. Oh, it sounds so wrong to say it that way. I spent 8 books saying it Auralia, and now I can't even say it the right way without consciously thinking about it. So, yeah, you've been warned. Please don't get on me in the comments about it. I know I'm not saying it right. Anyway, yes, him finding out where him and Auralia stand with their matchmaking lists and them being top picks for each other's lists is just trying to milk his death. And it's kind of working. I finished that chapter and had to take a minute and just go, dang it, Shannon. Because, no. Dude, stop making me feel things. He died like 6 books ago. Stop making me feel things. Also, I realized that not as much time has passed as I thought it has. They said at some point in Stellarlune that it's been like 3 years. It's only been 3 years. We are 9 books in, it has been 3 years? How is this even possible? It feels like it's been like 6 years, but it hasn't. It's been 3. And then, of course, my brain's going, okay, what all happened in what years? And I legit don't know exactly which ones happened in what years, but I feel like the first one through the first one, Exile and Everblaze, might all be in 1 year. Or, wait, no, Everblaze is, no. Because Exile is when they have opening ceremonies for level 3. So is it only, the first one covers like a year? Or, no. The first one covers 1 school year. And then Exile starts, they've like time skipped summer or something, because then that one starts at the beginning of she also started in the middle of the year, I think. She started in the middle of the school year. That's why. Okay. Anyway, confusing. No way, it's only been 3 years, guys. Anyway, I'm rambling about timeline that I will not figure it out. Because too many things happen. And then they get banished for a while, so that is just, there's no hope at that point of figuring out when everything happens. But anyway, so yeah, they're only in level 4, and I'm flipping out because my mindset is, they're already in like level 6, but they're not. Anyway, this might be very disjointed. My brain's something else today. But yes, Kendrick's memories, specifically the one where he's finding it, talking to the matchmaker. Because we needed another punch to the gut, right? Now the fact that it's only been 3 years. No way. Like, so much happened, but at the same time, it felt like nothing happened. I feel like that's a running theme with these books. It's just like, nothing happened. But at the same time, so much happened. Oh, man. They find Keith. obviously, because they weren't not going to find Keith. And his abilities, because he's been with the humans and been, like, his emotions have been overwhelmed and all of that stuff. So basically his abilities are, like, not working. Like, he's on the edge of going totally numb, like some empath, like Vespera did, and just, he's not, he can talk because he's not using commands because, like, his abilities aren't working right. But it's just, so that's fun. And Sophie constantly going through just like, wait, if his abilities aren't working right, he might have to have the third step of Stellarlune, like I had to get my my abilities reset by the by the Black Swan, and her trying to be like back and forth between like, I need to help him finish this, but I don't know how. Gazella does, but I can't let Gazella do it because then she'll take control of him, and just the poor girl. This whole book was just there was so much romantic drama. And if you know me at all, I'm not the biggest fan of stories that center around romantic drama. But I'm invested enough in this story, in this series, that I just cringe and and get secondhand awkwardness. And at this point, it's just really fun to watch Sophie struggle with emotions and normal teenage things. It's kind of hilarious at times. Just, we had an entire chapter where half of it, like 6 pages out of like 12 or whatever it was, is just her having an internal monologue about how she feels about Keith. I was like dying the whole time. It was kind of cringy. Because, in my opinion, like, all romantic drama is super cringy. So, or at least a little bit cringy. So I'm just, oh man, I was legitimately just sitting there giggling the whole time. I can't do it. Romantic drama, like, I know it's like supposed to be this serious thing, and they're figuring out, it's like, oh, this is how I feel. Nope. I will never take I don't know if I'll take romantic drama seriously unless it is happening in my own life. But anything in any kind of fandom that is romantic drama, I can't take it seriously. Oh, my cousin got super mad when they went through all of that, and then she goes to telepathy training with Fitz, and he says he wants to get back together with her, and she just has her little heart fluttery thing. She got so pissed about it, and I'm just sitting there laughing at everything, and I'm just like, she's not getting back together with Fitz. It's not gonna work. Of course, that probably has something to do with the fact that I spoiled me having how do I even word this? I spoiled the fact that Sophie and Keith kiss before I read the book, so I knew it was gonna happen. So maybe that's why I was giggling the whole time all of this was going on. But it would have happened. I think I probably would have been giggling whether I had known about it or not. So on top of that, so Keith kissed. I'm happy. I was waiting for it to become a thing. because of everyone to end up with Sophie, I think Keith is the best person for that, just because of how close they are and how much they do rely on each other. And just, I have a whole section of my love triangle video that talks about them. I'll probably link all my other Keeper of Lost Cities videos in the description in case you want to go listen to me rant about the different ships I have in this fandom and gush about world building and Unlocked. But anyway, yeah, so I'm happy about that. I'm not flipping out because I'm not a super hardcore shipper of pretty much anyone, because I'm just not a huge shipper. I also the side ships in this fandom, I totally support them way more than the main love triangle. I could care less. Well, never mind. I could care less. I care way more about, like, Dixie, Hannah, and Violet than I care about the love triangle. But anyway, yes, romantic drama was very entertaining. And then, what else happened? Like, God, I can't even process at the moment. But yeah, they find Keith. Yay, Keith's back. All of the awkward drama because Sophie's finally decided, oh, I do like him. Finally realizes, oh, he likes me, and yeah, and then they kiss. And Rose off trying to stop rebel ogres, and yeah. Oh, duh, we get Glimmer's identity. My brain, I can't with it today. But we get Glimmer's identity, which is very fun. So yes, we have a name, we have a face, we have a backstory. It's very cool. I'm not super invested in her character yet because we haven't gotten too much page time with her, but I like her. Dex and Wiley got more page time. Wiley is my baby, in case none of you know. I love Wiley. He is my favorite character, I think, in this entire thing. And he actually got some page time. I love it. Oh, man. And Dex got to do stuff. Yay! My sweet Dex got to do something. Oh, man. But the poor dude's been forgotten for so many books. It's just sad. But now he was like an actual integral character. And we got back to some Sophie-Dex friendship happening. And oh man, there are some friendships in this series that I miss so much. Like, we haven't had Keith and Fitz friendship going on for a while, and it makes me mad. I miss their freaking friendship. It was so good. But we're getting back to Dex and Sophie's friendship, which I do love. Freaking Jency came back. Y'all remember Jency? Because I kind of forgot about him. I knew he was a character. I remembered his character. But I kind of forgot he existed because so many things were happening. And then Roach pulls out his bracelet that he had given Sophie at their, I think it would have been the first midterms. And so she brings him up and is like, that's right, Jency exists. And then, of course, because they brought him up, they're going to bring him back in. So now he's like part of their group again. It's just like, yay, Jency. Because he's such a fun character. Just, it's so fun. We're getting characters back, and it's just like, That's one of the signs we're reaching a finale, is when old characters that haven't been used in a while come back. So it's a bittersweet thing. It's like, yay, that character, I get to see them again, but also they're coming back, which means this is all almost over. Yeah. It was fun to have Jency back, though. Yeah. And Sophie's training with a dagger. She's training, conditioning herself to kill people. Well, to kill Gazella. And again, I know I mispronounced her name, but I will not be able to pronounce it the correct way anymore. Man, I looked at the pronunciation page, and I'm proud I got most of them right. But some the ones I have been saying, like, wrong the last 8 books, I'm not changing them now, so I could maybe just maybe do a video where I just pronounce all of the names that I did wrong the way I pronounce them and explain why I will not pronounce them correctly. Maybe. Maybe. Nah. Not worth it. Anyway. Yes. This book. And then we have them finding Elysian and finding the Starstone, which has been referenced since that would have been it just would have been book 5. Yeah, because that's when they kidnap Wiley. But anyway, they get back to the Starstone, which has been kind of dropped for a while now, and we get Prentice. We get Prentice actually awake and conscious and aware, but he doesn't remember stuff. That makes me so sad. Oh gosh, dang it. Can't one good thing happen for the Endalls? Please. They're my favorite family. They can't catch a break. Come on, Shannon. The only good thing you have done for them so far is Prentice doesn't have a broken mind anymore. But he also doesn't remember almost anything, and just, why would you do this to us? Why would you do this to Wiley? My poor baby. The poor boy. He's been through enough. Anyway, yeah, so we got Prentice and Tiergan friendship, sort of. That was nice. The Cognate Inquisition was fun. It was literally a reason to bring in more romantic drama and reveal the Fitz that Sokeep was a thing. But, I mean, ouch, poor Sophie. That had to be awful. Man, yeah, I don't know how I would do in that situation. Hey, reveal all your secrets. It's just like, find out where things are touchy between you and this partner of yours, and then talk about it. I'm not good at talking to people in general, but about serious things like emotions, that's even harder. That was fun. But then, yes, finding the Starstone, going to Elysian, having to team up with Vespera. Gosh, that meeting with Trix, and just the whole offer was just like, yeah, this is the only way we're gonna stop Gazella. Like, we're just suddenly realizing that Gazella is actually this huge threat. Like, she is way more of a threat than any of us thought. Oh man, to the point that I've never seen, and the Black Swan have to team up to try and stop her. And even then, they don't actually succeed in stopping her. Because, oh man. I do love that she tied in a bunch of little details from Kendrick's memories and from from the other books that tie into all this, and now you're just like, oh, that's a reference, and that's a reference, and that's a reference, and all of a sudden all of these things make sense, and then it's not even what it's like not even what they were looking for. Oh man. I kind of want to know what's inside that stained glass dome. Because one, who designs a dome entirely of stained glass? I mean, it's cool, but why? And then the flippin' cliffhanger. Shannon has left us on many cliffhangers. Pretty much every single book. But this was absolutely the worst cliffhanger she has ever left us on. Like, we're not even gonna like finish out anything. We're not gonna round out the scene or anything. We're gonna stop in the middle of a scene. Like the cliffhanger in Legacy, she's getting a memory from Aurelia. But they finish the memory and they're just like, okay. And then Unlocked, they finish on Keith left. But they finish out, he has actually left. And he's gone. And it's a cliffhanger, but he's gone. Oh, what are the other cliffhangers? Alvar having amnesia. They finish out, it's like, who's Alvar? But it's like, oh, crap. But then when you pick it back up, it's, you know, it's the end of the scene. They've realized, oh crap, he has amnesia, and they gotta just move on with it. This one basically stops in the middle of a scene. So basically, if the scene where Keith leaves, if it had stopped right when Grady got there, if it had gotten to the point, Grady walks in the room, makes a comment, says, Keith turns around, realizes it's Grady, and it ends. Like, we don't even get to see him leave, it just ends. That's what this cliffhanger felt like. Because Elysian walking stops all of them from using their abilities. Just like, what the heck? This is possible. She's a I actually don't know if it's a he or a she. They're a walking ability restrictor, and then all this it says, hi, I'm Elysian. I'm what all of you are looking for. And then you just end it? It's not okay. I'm not okay. I have to wait like an entire year before I can read the next book that explains all of this. Just what the actual heck, Shannon? How dare you? Yeah, that's about all I have to say. I am mad and frustrated that I have to wait so long to resolve this, because why? 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 Anyway, I enjoyed this book. Despite the times I wanted to just fling it at the wall. Anyway, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Nerd out about this rant. Just Also, how many of you are those people that just giggle at romantic drama? I want to know. I'm sure I'm not the only person, but like I it felt it felt like weird for me to just be laughing through that entire section of the story where they're just going off about their emotions and Sophie's trying to decide who she has a crush on and who she likes more, and I'm just laughing. And I'm just like, I know this is not supposed to be my reaction to this. This is like her seriously considering what she wants, like a path for her future, like who she wants to even consider spending the rest of her life with, and I'm just losing it. Who else is like that? Seriously, I'm way too entertained by it. Anyway, yeah. Drop your thoughts in the comments. But we can start a little keeper support group for all of us that have to wait for the next book. Oh man. Till next time.